On January 28, 2013, Elisa Lam checked into the Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles. Little did she know, her stay would become one of the most bizarre and tragic episodes in American hotel history. The Cecil, with its notorious past, had seen its fair share of crime and scandal. But nothing could have prepared them for what was about to unfold. Elisa Lam had been traveling for days, visiting family and friends across the country. But it was at the Cecil Hotel that her journey would take a devastating turn. This is where she captured on camera what would become one of the most infamous videos in internet history. The elevator video shows Elisa pushing buttons repeatedly, as if trying to select a floor. She becomes more agitated, laughing nervously and making strange noises. What's striking is that the elevator seems to malfunction, with doors opening and closing on their own. It's a chilling display of what was happening inside Elisa's mind. The day after the video surfaced, hotel staff found Elisa Lam's body in the water tank on the roof of the Cecil. An investigation revealed that she had been suffering from bipolar disorder and anxiety. The question on everyone's mind was, what drove Elisa to such desperation? And how did the hotel's labyrinthine corridors contribute to her tragic fate? In January 2013, Elisa Lam was staying at the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles. She had been traveling alone, and her family reported that she had been acting strangely before her disappearance. According to eyewitness accounts, Elisa was last seen on January 28, but it wasn't until 3 days later that her body was discovered in one of the hotel's water tanks. The most infamous piece of evidence is a disturbing video from the Cecil Hotel's security cameras, which shows Elisa behaving erratically in the hotel elevator. She can be seen pushing buttons repeatedly, as if trying to escape or find something. Her behavior has been interpreted by some as a sign of mental illness, while others believe it may have been a desperate attempt to communicate. An investigation by the Los Angeles Police Department revealed that Elisa's body was discovered in one of the hotel's rooftop water tanks. The tank had a 10-foot drop into a drainage pipe, which then led to the hotel's plumbing system. Experts have questioned how Elisa's body ended up there, given the extreme height and lack of access. As investigators pieced together the events surrounding Elisa's death, they discovered that the hotel had a history of violent incidents and neglect. In 2010, a former employee had been arrested for murdering a tourist in the hotel's lobby. Many have speculated about whether the Cecil Hotel's environment contributed to Elisa's tragic fate. Forensic experts spent hours reviewing the security footage, analyzing every detail of Elisa's actions in the elevator. They noted that she pressed the button for the 14th floor, then quickly changed her mind and pressed other buttons multiple times before finally getting off on the lobby floor. This behavior raises questions about what might have been going through her mind. Experts believe that Elisa's erratic behavior in the elevator might be connected to her reported struggles with anxiety and depression. They also note that she seemed to be trying to find a specific room or person, but was unable to communicate this clearly. This theory is supported by Elisa's emails and social media posts, which suggest a growing sense of unease and desperation. Police investigators reviewed Elisa's phone records and interviewed witnesses who saw her at the hotel on the day she went missing. They discovered that she had been using ATMs and making purchases around the city, but seemed increasingly disoriented and agitated. This evidence points to a growing sense of panic in Elisa's final hours. As investigators dug deeper, they began to uncover a history of strange occurrences and unexplained events at the Cecil Hotel. From reports of ghostly apparitions to allegations of police corruption, it became clear that this was no ordinary case. The question on everyone's mind is what really happened to Elisa Lam in those final hours. As investigators pored over the elevator security footage, they began to notice patterns in Elisa's actions. She appears to be checking for something or someone, but what? Theories ranged from paranoia to substance-induced hallucinations. The police were stumped. Elisa had been traveling extensively before arriving at the Cecil Hotel. Her journal entries reveal a troubled individual struggling with anxiety and depression. Was she running from something or someone? Theories of foul play began to circulate, but concrete evidence was scarce. Eyewitness accounts described Elisa as acting strangely in the days leading up to her disappearance. Some claimed she was acting under the influence of a substance or experiencing a mental health crisis. Theories abounded, but one thing remained certain: Elisa's behavior in that elevator was unlike anything seen before. As investigators re-examined the surveillance footage, they began to notice an eerie connection between Elisa's movements and the layout of the hotel. Was she being led or following something? Theories of a possible accomplice or cult-like behavior started to surface, adding fuel to the already volatile investigation. We've pieced together the events leading up to Elisa's disappearance. On January 28, she checked into the Cecil Hotel with a troubled past and a fragile grip on reality. Her behavior became erratic in the days that followed, culminating in the fateful elevator ride captured on CCTV. Despite numerous investigations, no one has been charged or officially linked to her death. In the end, the mystery surrounding Elisa Lam's death remains unsolved. Theories abound, from accidental drowning to murder by unknown hands. Yet, one thing is clear: this case has left an indelible mark on our collective psyche. It serves as a haunting reminder of the darkest corners of human nature and the fragility of life in cities that never sleep.